They beat Huawei to the punch. And no, it wasn't Samsung or Apple, it was Tecno. I know, many people don't know Tecno, but last year at IFA they presented a concept of a rollable device, being one of the first manufacturers to physically show a working prototype. And now the same thing is happening with the triptych foldable. That is to say, we are talking about a concept device. Although it is functioning, it is not a product that will be available for sale. So they have already shown various materials where we can see the shape of this device, and in a way, it gives us a broader perspective of what the Huawei device would be like, which is said to actually go on sale and not just be a concept prototype like what Tecno has just shown us. But just look at how, when unfolded, you practically have a full-size tablet, and when folded, you have a smartphone. Additionally, notice how it is a device that you could use in other formats, for example, with 1/3 of the screen on the table and 2/3 of the screen functioning like a laptop so you can have the keyboard on the desk. There is also another usage format where one user sees the projection of the other, although it indeed looks like a device that is a bit thicker than what we would all like to have on a daily basis. Unfolded, it looks extremely thin, but obviously, being 3 folded layers, it ends up being a slightly thicker device than usual. Although I am almost sure that it could have a thickness similar to what we find in the Galaxy Z Fold 5 or the Galaxy Z Fold 4, so I really don't see the thickness being a very serious problem. Personally, I am very attracted to this type of device where I could achieve an enormous level of productivity with an excessively wide screen, but when transporting it, you would have the compact size of a smartphone. This device is called Tecno Phantom Ultimate 2, and it has the number 2 because, as I told you, the Tecno Phantom Ultimate was a rollable device that was also a concept and never went on sale. So Tecno seems to be an expert in making very attractive devices, but only for you to see, not to buy or use. We would also need to see how the software adapts, because they could take advantage of all the different formats in which you can use this device. But for that, manufacturers working with Google need to go hand in hand with Android. However, Huawei no longer works with Google, so it could have its own libraries and its entire operating system adapted for these forms of device usage. It is said that Huawei will present its own triptych device for sale very close to the launch of the iPhone 16, with the aim of overshadowing that launch, at least in China. So let's wait because there are only a few days left until the launch of the iPhone 16 and therefore a few days until the launch of Huawei's triptych foldable. But something that really surprised me about this triptych foldable is its thickness, which reaches 11 mm, meaning it is 1 mm thinner than Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold 6, which is a foldable with only 2 sections, while this one has 3 sections. So, it is completely impressive what they have achieved.